Hey, so that's me, like 6, 7 years ago. Oh my gosh, I'm such a different person back then. And I wanted to share with you, as I talked about New Culture Summer Camp a long time ago when I would go, much younger, but I wanted to hear my words. I haven't heard them through, so we're kind of seeing this together fresh. It's been a long time. And I wanted to share with you in case there's some of you who wanted to hear a little bit more. I have a few more videos, but here's me. Let's listen in.
As a first timer, it's been remarkable. It's been a space that I've been invited to be who I am truly 100%. And there are a few spaces where I can do that because of how intense and how much I love drama. And I love a little conflict here and there. And I love to just get into like what it means to be human. And the space is completely open for that. And those places don't exist anywhere that I know.
Okay, I'm going to say something I didn't realize what I'd said. I love conflict and drama. Yes, I used to be kind of a little bit of excited about like, creating all this wildness in the world. I have since then mellowed. So I have a lot of drama that I don't ask for anymore, but it follows me, it comes to me. So this is really funny that I said this, and I'm a little embarrassed because I don't seek that anymore. It's just really funny. So we will listen more.
And so I can be me, and that's everything. What I see is that there's this balance for deep connection. Like there's this desire and opportunity to create these connections intentionally and also just spontaneously. And in order to have that, I've noticed that there's activities and an openness to also deal with conflict. Like going really deeply into like, why don't you like this person, and like tell them like what's your issue with the people that you're seeing, and or like what are the stories you're making up about the people that are around here, and really facing the reason.
Okay, I'm gonna pause there. This is New Culture Summer Camp East is definitely a space where people can be real, can talk about their stuff, can come out and like say those really scary things. We have so much shame about just being who we are, saying what we want to say. It's a space for that. And it also, I'm going to add the other piece I don't think I'm going to say is accountability, right? So it's balanced. It's not just throw up your whatever you want to say, but now you're accountable for what you said, and it's examined and looked at. And I think I'm going to go into like exploring the stories we have around people and ideas, and maybe challenging those as well. So I really think there's both. And I think since I spoke these words, the piece of accountability is really more present within me.
Why we don't connect. And so it's this deep connection that's being invited, and at the same time recognizing the ways in which we don't and why, and facing them and telling people and speaking them out loud, which again is so scary and taboo in our real life. And New Culture is intentional about that.
Yeah, I'm going to pause here again. They are really intentional about saying the things, and I think that the piece again that's really powerful is that they've grown a lot, and I've grown a lot but you are also accountable for what you say, which is really scary. But it's also held. There's a container that's held with love and understanding and compassion, because we show up again very human, struggling, scared about our world, and especially right now when we're so divided. I think this is a space to say what you want to say and be heard, and then be accountable. What else do I have to say?
The little I know about radical honesty is, of course, being completely open about everything and being really radical about it, and how I think New Culture can be that. But there's a piece that they have, it's about compassion. Right? And so here there's no shame or guilt or like no fault. When we make a mistake, we go, ta-da! Like, and so that's the part about it, that it's this beautiful balance of grace and compassion while being honest. And that's the balance we want to strike, and that's what I've noticed here. It's here where the challenge is to be forthright about our discomforts and our struggles and our issues with people, and dealing really quickly with, if something bothers me, to deal with it right then and there, going to tell the person, sharing our withholds as one of the concepts that we learned, or saying the unsaid, or just going up to someone and just saying the thing that needs to be said, and doing it one-on-one or in a small group or a large group, that just having this consistent practice of saying the things that need to be said is extremely valuable, that in the real world we're scared of. And it's giving me courage to go back to the real world. I think this may be the real world, but to go back to the world in which we've chosen to live in, and try to emphasize and creating communities where we do this work and we care and love each other enough to say the things that need to be said.
Wow, the more and more I listen to myself, I realize I still hold to this. Creating spaces to say scary things, to be honest, to be true. And again, that piece that's still missing in what I'm saying is now be accountable. Right? Because they have impact. Our words matter. They have impact. And to invite that, the feelings around the impact that we have with our words is equally important.
I'm coming back. I am coming back to New Culture. I think this is a phenomenal place. I brought my children. I want to come back next year. I think about bringing my ex-husband next year. I'd love for him to come. Just everyone that I'm connected with. I want to invite everyone to come back here and share this with me. Just creating more of this kind of culture in the world is what we really need.
I did not know I was about to say that. Wow. I wish I could say more about bringing everyone to camp. I want to bring all of you to camp. Those of you who reach out and comment, and the people that comment really heartfelt things. Oh my gosh, if I could go through the screen and grab you and say, come with me to camp and come experience it. Definitely. I mentioned my ex-husband. I did not. That's surprising. I would love for him to come. And I know that right now we are at complete odds and opposite in everything, it seems like. That would be amazing. And wow, what a world that would be if, let's say, you and your worst enemy could come to camp. Or the person that you feel the most pain with, the person that is such a struggle, the person you've been at odds with, the person that has really challenged you. If the two of you could come to camp, that's the kind of world I want to live in, where we could come together and really see each other and deal with our fears. That would be amazing.
If you're ready to be pushed in a direction that maybe has scared you, if you're ready to see things that you have been scared to see, if you're ready to grow, if you're ready to learn, if you're ready to love, if you're ready to connect, if you're ready to go to the next level, this is definitely it. It's scary. It's terrifying, and at the same time, it's so real. And quickly, it's easy to feel like it's home here because of how, for the first time, it just feels real. It feels like this is probably the most honest space that I've ever been in, and in that honesty, there's love, and I can't imagine a greater place. And so if you're ready to do that, if you're ready to get on with truly living, this is the place to come to.
Yes, that last part is absolutely true. And I'll leave it there. Hope you can join us.